So I'm not sure if a lot of you know evanerichards.com. His site is really good. It basically has an index of various very best cinematography, various films. My friend Adam Ely actually was the one that showed me this site, and it's really great because if you even haven't seen some of these movies, the way that it's categorized, you can know by the cinematographer, so by index, cinematographer, date, and then you can select any of the movies that you want. Might take a second. And then here, he basically has various snapshots of the entire movie. And depending on when he did these, they're all of varying degrees of resolution. So some are actually as large as 4K. And then, you can even step through each of these. And then, you could save the image. And I've always found this, once Adam showed me this, that it's a great resource for films. So, but what I've started to notice or want to do is, what if I wanted to add some of my own imagery? So, what if I wanted to emulate this for my own personal needs? And especially like, Evans is doing this for all kinds of movies and he keeps it regularly updated. But now we have so many TV shows and things, and I always find it useful for myself to just look at the lighting, the film quality, effects, and for teaching. So, what I've done recently is the last episode of The Mandalorian. I actually took a bunch of screen grabs as after I had watched it for various reasons, for reference, for things. And what you can see here is all I did was save them in a Photoshop file. But the hard part now is, file, save as, and then do each layer. So I was like, there's got to be a better way. And there is. So you'll go File, Scripts, Export Layers to File, and it gives you this dialog. You can choose the folder. The prefix is the name of the Photoshop file, and then you can change the formats to whatever you want and then change the quality, TIFF, whatever you want, and then run. I was having some issues with my current version of Photoshop, so you might want to just make sure for your version. I think I noticed in the newer version of Photoshop that you actually had to load the script in, and I'll show you that as well. Go under File, Scripts, and if you don't see it, you want to hit Browse, and you need to go into your Photoshop area and basically bring it in under Presets, and then look for Scripts, and then that script should be there. So export layers to file. It's a JSON file. Open it, and then here's the pop-up, and you just need to put a folder where you want to save it. So here I'm just making a new folder. I'm going to test it out. Okay. Now it already has the name of the Photoshop file, and then whether you want visible layers or not, you can save it into different file types. I'm going to do JPEG, but you could do TIFF, PSD, and it's going to derive the name appendix to the layer. You just click OK, and now it's just loading through and cycling through. We can see it going through the layers, turning things on and off. This will take a moment depending on how many. I've got something like almost 60, and it tells you that it's made it perfectly. And now let's just check to make sure it worked okay. So we're going to look to that folder. There's test, and then here you can see all the layers. Now if I had to save this by hand each individual time, it would have taken a very long time, but this does it in a matter of seconds. So super easy. You can utilize this in a lot of different fashions, but I was super stoked to find this, and it really can make it so that you can archive and have things for references or build Photoshop files of various things. So hopefully you enjoy it. Or if you actually know another way to do this, please let me know. Thanks.